Hey bro, who would have thought that it would have taken the coronavirus for 2K to drop some fucking fire ass content, man? I've been grinding 2K for the last like 10 hours. Can you believe that shit, man? I just miss basketball right now, bro. I'm fucking depressed. My life without basketball is quite depressing, man. I have nothing to do. I feel sad. I just don't. You know when you finish that you know the feeling when you finish a next Netflix show that you're really enjoying? It's like you feel like you lose a piece of your soul. You don't know what to do with yourself now, and that's where I'm at. And it's just an eternal feeling. There's nothing that can replace basketball. So I've been on 2K, different modes of 2K, and these new reward cards that they dropped. All right, I'm just gonna run through them real quick. I bought one, which I will be making a video on very soon. But they added a couple of them, right? So now if you're playing 2K and you want to know some cards that you can get that are not outdated at the moment, because the thing about all these cards is they're juiced as fuck. Even if they're like amethyst tier, bro, they added so many Hall of Fame badges to these motherfuckers. They're like a Pokemon a level 100 just steroided up with like X attacks, X accuracies, all that shit. So for example, even this Trevor Ariza, if you have a team where you're kind of just starting, this is just like as good as it's going to get. You're going to get your 3-pointer, you're going to get your 95 overall defense, which you could have never gotten from a card on the token market this early or earlier in the year. And if those stats weren't enough to convince you, just look at this. Just what the fuck. He even has Hall of Fame quick first step. Some of these badges are just literally, they're standard. They just have to come with cards now when they're a certain position. So clamps, all of that shit, man. Interceptor, he's straight 3D, man. So these cards right here, if your team is budgetified like mine, these are the cards that you're looking for. I think there was one more. I don't think there was any. Oh, Kendrick Perkins and Otto Porter, aka Wilt's son. I didn't see his stats, but I'm pretty. Yep. Let's just confirm that. Yep. Standard, just standard. Look, difficult corner shoot, catch and shoot. Oh my fucking god. I wouldn't have even expected that. You're getting my live and quick first step. Just the gotta have those. You're getting my live reaction to some of these because I didn't check the lower tier card stats. So I'm actually realizing that they're gems. As why the fuck does Otto Porter have Dimer? We can't even ask at this point. I definitely say if you're at the Amethyst board, if you're that level of gem right now, go ahead and grab those. Those are the best ones on the market. Now the diamond, I actually needed 2 more diamonds when these tokens dropped. These new token market players dropped. I needed 2 more diamonds to get to the pink diamond market, which is where I ultimately wanted to be. So they dropped a Julius Randle, they dropped a Jusuf Nurkic, and the other 2 of them I bought, which were Jonathan Isaac and Ron Harper. There we go. I forgot that I even bought him. So the Jonathan Isaac, right? He is actually currently my starting power forward. Jonathan Isaac, 6'10". We're just gonna run through this real quick, all right? As me, I don't really care for putting somebody like Giannis at power forward, or KD, or Rudy Gay, or whatever like perimeter player that you want to imagine to put at power forward. That's not me. I like somewhat of a traditional power forward. This Jonathan Isaac right here, right? So I'd have Ben Simmons, that diamond one that you got from the code. However, he's a playmaker and he doesn't really have a 3-point shot. So when you get those pick and roll actions and then he's in the corner by himself, they leave him wide open. Ben Simmons is Birkindad most of the time. This Jonathan Isaac right here, 88 3-pointer, mid-range, and an 87 3, right? Now take a look at these goddamn stats. 94 plus everything defensively, or 92 I should say. Now you might get turned off at this point because this is where I first kind of like I was shaky when I saw his rebounding stats. He does not have the hustle rebounder badge, but when you come down to his athleticism, I'm gonna try that one more time. Athleticism stats. There we go. 87 speed, 97 lateral quickness, and a 90 vert. But I basically see this card as a souped up Josh Smith. Josh Smith, that diamond one that came out. I loved that card. Now that there's a Galaxy Opal one, I wish, but this is basically an updated version of him with more badges. Because if you take a look at his badges now, right, you saw his stats. He has Hall of Fame catch and shoot, Hall of Fame corner specialist. That's it. That's all I needed to see right there. Just sit in the fucking corner, wait your turn, stay ready, just wait. That's all I need from you. Quick first step, obviously, and then for the rest of them, that quick first step also, by the way, if you're actually against somebody who is a big man at the power forward position, you will murder him. Because as soon as you use you hear what I'm doing with my right stick right now? As soon as you hit a hard jab step, right? Just go with the left stick, and he's going to blow right around any big man in the game that is an actual big man and not a perimeter forward type player. And then the main reason we have him is for the rest of the badges that you see here. All defensive badges that he has are Hall of Fame. Let me check because I just want to be sure. There are a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 defensive badges. Jonathon Isaac has 14 of them on Hall of Fame. For whatever reason, they just didn't give him the Hall of Fame post-move lockdown. That is insane. This is the perfect my player right here. If you play like Pro-Am, I think I said the same thing about the Diamond Josh Smith. This fits the perfect build, bro. If I had a my player, a power forward, 6'10", has blocking and steals 95 plus with interior defense, lateral quickness, vertical, dunking stats, and a three-pointer with the Hall of Fame shots in the corner. Yo, this is the perfect big man my player right here. This is the exact person you need to hold your team together when you don't want to have a power forward that is just going to dominate the ball. This motherfucker right here, right? At first, when I saw Ron Harper as a reward market card, I'm like, that's such a choice. That's such a reward market player. I exactly see 2K doing that. If you could have just told me to guess, I would have guessed he could have been a possibility. He's like fat lever. Just anyway, when I flipped him over though, is when I realized he is not to be fucked with. I swore in my life that Ron Harper was like 6'3", 6'4". He is a 6'6" point guard. 6'6" point guard, say less. Because at that moment, I immediately knew he was going to be a gem. You know why? Because Ron Harper only did 2.5 things in his entire career. 1, play defense. 2, shoot. 3, pass the ball to Michael Jordan. This is that card in its prime form. It can't do anything but shoot, pass, and play defense. So now his 3 is only at 85, mid at 84, but with your coach, assuming you use a diamond coach, I got Nick Nurse, that goes up to a 90. I'll live with that, and his layup goes up to a 93. Has the 86 ball handle. It does not matter, nigga. You are not touching the ball. You are not the one bringing the ball up, triggering the action, nothing. You're just there to lock up their bench point guard and do what you're good at. So 97 steal, perimeter defense, and he's fast. That's the rest of what you needed to see, and his consistencies are up there. Now, boom. 20 Hall of Fame badges. So he is basically the guard version of Jonathon Isaac. I loved that they dropped 2 type of players like this in the diamond tier of the reward market, because these are some budget role players right here. Because the thing is, all of these OP players that 2K have been dropping with all these badges, a lot of them are on the perimeter. They're perimeter players. So this is filling the void for a lot of people right here. Players like Ron Harper and Jonathon Isaac. I'm a broke boy. No way that we can... There's no point even talking about these Galaxy Opals. These don't exist to me. I'm not even close. If you can get them, good for you, man. Good for you. Fuck you, though. Pink Diamond Rewards. This Joel Embiid is probably one of the best centers in the game right now. Maxed out. You know what you're getting here. This is Joel Embiid, like the I think there was a diamond one last year from the playoff moments or something like that had similar stats to these. He can basically do everything. He's all his stats are high. He's just not super athletic. Like his lateral quickness isn't that high, but even his vert is an 88. But his badges, man, this card is insane. This is the center right now. I think is one of the weakest positions in the game, and this card remedies that so much. They know what they were doing when they made this specific card. Because lots of people were missing a center, and I am too, man. That's why I have Bam Adebayo at center. And Bam is the GOAT, but I would have loved to put him at the 4 and then Embiid at the 5, and that would have been... I could work the ball through Embiid. He could be a scorer as a big man, man. That card is crazy. So that's the next one I'm going after for sure. But this, R.J. Barrett. This is a Galaxy Opal fucking card, man. I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you don't immediately need a center, R.J. Barrett is the best new pink diamond that was released on the reward market. He is a lefty. I don't know what his form is, but that shit is so easy to green that it feels like he is a shark. Like, he's a slasher. He is a slasher. He got 10 or 11 Hall of Fame finishing badges is what I'm getting at. I was counting it off of the 2K MT Central web app. I don't know if that was, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. He's a slasher, but he's a sharp. I don't know how I can better explain that. Even when he gets hot, he gets sharp takeover. I don't know if that's because of my coach, but just slashing to the basket all game, especially if you're running triple threat online right now. Just driving to the basket all game and dominating with his finishing badges will get you hot, and then you can literally pull up from the fucking logo with Hall of Fame range extender right here. And he has Hall of Fame Deadeye, so you don't need to care if a human being is in your presence. Just pull in that nigga's face. That's what I love about this card right here. This is an amazing scorer. I think he's better off at the 2 because you get some extra size, because he's 6'7", and I run a few plays, so the 2 guard gets a lot of open shots on my plays, and then Rudy is kind of like his off scorer. And then all at the same time, it's coming from Hall of Fame Dimer and Pistol La Pistola. I love my team right now. I absolutely love my team, and the main reasons I love my team right now are because of the reward market cards that 2K has dropped. So go ahead and grab some of these, try them out. They're definitely worth grabbing. They're updated cards. There we go. Today and my teams are going on. I suggest y'all do some of these too, man. They're giving us chances to earn tokens to get some of these players. I didn't look at that, D-Lo. It's just once I have RJ, I don't think you really... RJ's the one, man.